that would be Velaki.
Wasn't
Then you
their fault.
decided to run some errands around town, each of you separately. I believe some of you visited the Wachter house. One of you followed Von Rick.
Under the dog. Found it.
The where's his name? Rictavio. You talked to the child of Master of Velaki.
Yeah, I did.
Then you decided to steal Rictavio's wagon, roll it into the middle of the forest, kill the saber-toothed tiger inside, and rob it.
Yeah, this sounds like
Arguably all
our...
accurate statements.
After that, you visited a Vistani village where you talked to some dusk elves that surrounded the Vistani wagons. Moved up into the Vistani camp and talked to Lugash and Aragal. Both of whom told you about the situation in which Luvash's daughter had gone missing. Using your wizard's, or is it your rogue's abilities? No, it was your warlock's abilities. You were able to find Luvash's daughter, Arabelle.
It was a lot of us.
Matt, I remember for hours and not confirming.
Well, I think it was like all of us that did it.
It
I remember
was a lot of all of us.
Yeah. Because I remember I did the survival checks to find the footprints.
That's right, the footprints. I believe your ravens never reported back to you because they couldn't find her in the forest.
Yeah.
And then they despawned.
After that, you found her in the middle of the lake. You all went up to the lake, and you saw there was a man there, and he got startled by Rex flying across the lake in a pterodactyl.
Just normal D&D things.
And threw Arabelle into the lake as a sacrifice. You immediately dispatched the man, and then dove into the lake to get her, discovering that the lake is home to an aboleth.
To be fair, we didn't kill the man. The aboleth said, "Fuck you, your sacrifice wasn't good enough," and then sank the boat himself.
That's
true. We did no such sinking.
All we did was say, "Hey, you, stop," and then that was about it.
You took the girl back to shore while being attacked multiple times by psychic wave and tentacles, contracting a disease and a charm. The group managed to stop you from drowning yourself in the lake for a time, and then you traveled back to the Vistani camp where you're going to be rewarded by Luvash. He opened up his treasure wagon, and that's when Rex realized that they could not breathe.
Oh, I just realized it.
Yes.
I didn't realize it before. I was like, oh, this is fine. Then
You were
like,
fine before
maybe
now.
It's not fine. Yeah.
But at this moment, your throat clenches up, it feels immediately parched, and you cannot breathe.
Am I allowed to make an Arcana check once he exclaims this to
Can
us?
you start walking away?
So we're gonna pick up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on board for that.
We got some congratulations and some good jobs, and here, have some stuff.
Have we collected our free stuff on the Vistani yet?
We have not.
Okay, well, we got to deal with this dum-dum first. Brandon, are you actively choking?
Yeah, I cannot breathe.
Okay, so we can just see you literally choking and like...
Yeah, I'm on my knees grabbing my neck.
You also
like trying to gasp for air.
You also take, at this moment, 12 acid damage.
So I have no idea what's happening.
I'm downed.
Cool. Ryan, is there... one of these people were like more magical, right? Like one of the houses down here had like a mage person, maybe?
Not that you know.
I am probably...
Fuck it, I'm gonna ask the Vistani chief if he knows anything about Aboleth, about fucking sea creatures in the lake above the town.
Yeah, so you guys are all standing around the treasure cart, and immediately Rex just hits the ground, and it
I'm gonna
is
cast Spare the Dying on him.
their skin has become translucent and slimy.
Oh, he looks like moist and shit?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Okay, so I think at this point, I feel like that's probably enough to realize that he's turning into a fish. At least that's my assumption. He's turning into some sort of fish.
Cliche.
Something is clearly wrong with him.
Let's see. I have a... Nope, you're not with my holy water, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Shiver,
Ah.
you can try and make an arcana. Well, who's trained in arcana?
Not I. I'm gonna take my water skin and just
Shiver
pour it
already
on him.
made Shiver already made the Arcana check.
I got an okay number, but it
You
wasn't.
got the bare minimum of any skill
You're
check.
trained in arcana?
Yes.
Matt,
I
are
have
you trained?
+6 proficient Arcana.
You have a fairly good idea that some kind of magical disease has taken over your friend.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pouring my water skin on him.
Other than that, you don't really know.
Does this help? Squirt,
I'm
squirt.
still down.
Water skin on him. Does it?
But you're not making death saves.
Yeah, Matt, just spare the dying.
Still technically did. Oh, is that a medicine check?
No, it was Spare the Dying.
No, spare the dying.
Oh, spare the dying. Okay.
You're stabilized for now.
Boop.
I've been listening upstairs.
Can I do an investigation of Brandon's body?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see.
Aha!
Yeah. So you investigate Rex's body, and you touch their skin, and it's clammy and cold, and some slime comes off with your fingers.
Okay. Anything on the body? Any changes to the body besides those?
None.
I'm gonna just start.
I want to
running
cast
around.
Toll the Dead. No.
There's barrels right there. I'm gonna ask them if I could steal a barrel. I have
Uh,
Why are you stealing
Luvesh says, "What do you want with wine?"
I need to stick this dude in some water, I think. I don't know. Wine's close enough. Let's see how that goes. And I just crack open a lid of a barrel.
He frowns at you and scratches his head, but he doesn't stop you.
He's literally dying. And I just, like, lift Brandon's tiny body and I just start dunking him, like, head first. Like he's a dunkaroo or something. Just like, yeah, is this helping? Is this helping?
Alright.
I don't
need a
know if
death
this is
save from
helping.
You, Brandon?
What?
I need a death save from you for being drowned.
I mean, I'm going up and down. In theory, he's fine. It's
He's
almost like I'm
also-
giving him a
He's
smile.
already not breathing though.
Oh, here, 1 second. I turn him. Feet first. There we go. How's this? Does this help?
So you just submerge him feet into the wine.
Yeah, feet first in the wine bucket.
You holding his head above the surface.
I'll hold him by his tiny little armpits. I'll just like rest my arm horizontally and use me as sort of like two posts to support his dumb weight.
Okay.
Shiver just sort of blinks and is like, I don't think whatever's happening to him is going to be fixed by dunking him in wine, Victor.
Wine fixes most problems. Fight me.
I'm not gonna argue. But I will-
So I failed my first death save.
We saw.
Yes.
Matt cast Spare the Dying on you though, so you don't have to make consistent ones.
This was after Spare the Dying.
Does that mean he has to restart doing all of them?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Because I stopped
Fine.
drowning
You
him.
could, you could recast Spare the Dying fairly easily.
I'm gonna recast Spare the Dying. Just kind of looking at him.
Because as soon as he started being
Right.
dunked in the wine, you felt your magic break.
Okay, sure.
So,
Yeah. So,
side note. When he dropped, did his... I'm gonna medicine check to sort of... I'm gonna walk over and be like, let me take a look real quick, and I want a medicine check to see if he's breathing again.
Yeah, go ahead. This is fairly easy. You don't need a high roll.
Gavin, can I borrow your PCs?
think you.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so you hold out a piece of metal underneath the nose, and you can see mist forming on the blade.
Can I have this?
Okay, so whatever was causing him to choke
I'll think about it.
has
Yes?
that has stopped.
Visual representation. There you go, guys.
Can I have?
So he's not choking anymore?
Not
He
so
is
far.
breathing.
Okay, I asked them if they have like 2 pieces of wood that I can borrow.
Luvash says, I can have someone chop down a tree if you want.
I mean, literally just like any junky planks or something. Like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy.
We do not keep many things for building.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I feel like a tree
Need
would take a...
for Victor?
What?
What do you need them for?
I kind of like having my arms, so if I could just like stick 2 pieces of wood underneath him to support him, that would be better for me.
You're and Nevermore are gonna just like flap over to the barrel and like grab his the piece of clothing that's on each of his shoulders.
Do you think for a second that your 2 tiny birds can hold a person, even a small person?
Yeah, but they're gonna try.
I asked Brandon's pterodactyl to come hold him.
All 3 of them can hold the goblin above the liquid.
I mean, the pterodactyl is medium.
I would
so-
probably say you'd have to try to do the animal handling check for that.
Sure.
I don't
I can
think
do that.
I don't think Petra would trust you.
Nope.
So
I'm
no,
like,
I have-
pick him up, bird!
I've officially written it in as Vial of Rex Goop.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna go punch some trees. I'll be right back. Somebody hold him.
Luvash sends 2 Vistani to go help chop down a tree with you.
Perfect.
I kind of
Vivi-
after Victor's gone, I'm going to look at everyone else and be like, "Do you happen to have any water, not wine? I don't know if this is the best for the goblin."
He says, we have a small amount of drinking water. Not a lot.
Hold on. Do you have an
I
empty?
Sorry, I missed the first half of that.
Do you have an empty barrel?
Yes.
Can you bring it to me?
And he'll kick over an empty wine barrel with the top broken off, and he'll roll it over towards you.
How long will it take me to druid craft water into this barrel?
Can you create water with Druidcraft? I know there's a spell for creating food
Yeah, there's
and
literally
water.
create water.
Yeah, I don't think Druidcraft you can. I think it's mostly like those vines and stuff.
You're right.
I mean,
If you have that spell, you could do it for sure, though.
Nope.
Don't druids have every spell in their spell list?
No. they have
Okay,
to prepare
okay.
them.
One, looking at the barrel, can you
What?
get some Vistani to go fill this barrel with water, please?
You create a tiny harmless sensory effect that oh, that's just predicting the weather. Fuck,
You
I'm
can
done.
predict
Yeah,
if it's
it-
gonna rain or not.
There's no rain.
Is there a river or anything nearby?
There's a lake.
Yeah, fuck
Yes.
that.
There- he says there is a river that comes off of the lake nearby. The river.
Can you get them to fill this barrel up with water?
The lake is closer, but
Hmm.
I have
don't-
seen what's inside of it.
I don't think that's a very good idea. Hmm.
It might be easier to take all of us there. And he'll order some people to start hitching 2 horses to a wagon.
And we're just going to put this wine-covered, like, a wine barrel on the thing once we can.
Yeah, they're just gonna put the barrel inside the wagon and then drag Rex
Side note, does
there as
Rex look stabilized at this point?
for now.
Vivi is going to maintain a constant check on Rex's condition so that she can cast Spare the Dying as a reaction to his
Dying.
Yeah.
Cast Spare the Dying to his
leaving
dying.
Rex in the barrel of wine as you transport them.
Oh,
That's the
100%.
plan, yeah.
Okay.
How long does it take me to come back with these pieces of wood from this tiny tree that we just tried to snap for like little circular pieces of wood?
It doesn't take too long.
Okay, so
About 10 minutes.
cool. So when we come back, I just stick those underneath his armpits.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So
that'll hold them.
yeah, exactly. His armpits are there. His like armpits he'll probably have like his shoulders up against his neck and like end up being really sore in the morning. But you know,
Yeah.
he's got support now, and he's not falling in. Two of us need to fucking hold it though. So oh, you know what? A nail. Tink tink. I'm just gonna nail these pieces of circular wood into the barrel, so that they don't
Okay.
so they don't roll away on
I
us.
want to throw a match. No.
You want some on fire?
It's flying.
Burn!
This'll heal him, right?
It's not like strong brand. All right, so Luvash will hop up onto the driver's seat and say, "Those who want to come, get in."
I'm gonna, at the barrel.
Where's my horse at this point?
I'll definitely get in.
Wherever you left it, probably back at the inn.
No, because we used my horse to pull the cart that we stole.
That's right. That's
So
right.
it's probably
so
here.
it would be with you, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just lash my horse to the front, and my horse can help pull.
Okay. So you want one of your horse to be one of the horses hooked up to the wagon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can just ride alongside. Let's do that. I'll ride
Yeah,
alongside.
either one works.
Obligatory statement. I think we all board on with him.
Yeah, I
I
figured.
assume.
Yeah.
Who's staying?
I'm with the barrel.
The barrel's in the wagon.
I'm in the wagon then.
Okay.
Who's
So
leaving the rest of
Luvash
these-
will whip the reins and say "Yah," and you'll start traveling down the hill towards the river. You guys make it there within roughly 5 minutes to 10 minutes or so. And you see there's a cobblestone bridge along a dirt path, and underneath it is a small river.
I want to bring the empty barrel too, by the way.
Yeah, the empty barrel's on the wagon as well.
Awesome.
Both barrels are on the wagon.
So, with this in mind, I guess we fill the one barrel with water,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could dip it in.
and then we shift the melty boy from one to the other.
Yeah. It's very sticky
And-
now, but
Also, Ryan, he can drown, but he needs to be in water.
yes.
Shitty.
I would like to take my water skin and then take some of the wine that fucking Rex was in and see how bad it tastes.
It
Oh,
tastes
no.
like wine.
Side note. Can I clean the wine with prestidigitation?
You could.
Yep, and
Yeah, no, I'm just going to look over at who's the Vistani that's with us.
Luvash.
Don't mind me, Luvash. I'll make this wine drinkable for you guys again. And then I do my fun little finger waggles for a little while and make sure it's all nice and clean.
Swear to God, if this wine is hot chocolate.
It tastes like cold chocolate
God damn it.
for an hour.
I'm just gonna put the wine that's in my water skin and I'm just leave it in there.
Sure.
It tastes like wine.
But it has me in it.
That's fine.
More flavor. How old's your character, Brandon? Now the wine is aged that old.
I think I'm like 8 years old.
Yeah, it's 8 years old. It's a fine wine now, as far as this town's probably concerned.
So I look over at Luvash afterwards and smile. All right, it should be entirely cleaned of whatever was on our friend.
He frowns, but he rolls it back into the cart.
I'm sorry, it was kind
How
of a...
much would that be?
He looks at the barrel and says, 20 gold for this barrel?
Fuck. Do I really want to spend 20 gold on wine?
I think we kind of just owe him the money, considering we just stuck a person in it.
I mean, I entirely cleaned it.
Each
Do you want this? Like, are you okay if I just give you back your wine barrel after stewing my friend in it for a bit? Is that okay?
If somebody magically cleaned it.
I don't know if that's enough for him. I don't know where he stands on.
He says, "I owe you a great debt for saving my daughter.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Ruining the wine will not be a problem."
I mean, it's fine now. Apparently.
Okay.
But also, you know, it's okay. The wine's okay. That's the big thing. So, what the hell do we do now?
I mean, we could take a few days to rest here.
Can we?
You guys want to head back to the camp?
Yes.
Yeah, he can take you back to the camp.
I mean, we
We
also
do
stole
have
someone's
the
wagon,
lootening. We do the lootening that we need to do.
So... Wait, we need to get our free stuff. Free stuff.
Rex, after an hour, you are able to roll hit dice to come back awake. If you want. You don't have to. You could wait for a long rest as well.
Wait for a long rest, you wanker. I need it.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'll do one.
Okay.
We're level 4, right?
So you wake up shortly after arriving back at the Vistani camp. And you are submerged in a barrel of water.
With me.
I immediately try getting out.
Yeah, you're just being offloaded at the moment.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Push his stupid head back in. You live in there now. That's your barrel.
Does he have to be in water now? I don't know.
You guys have no idea.
All we know is
Grr.
this seems to have helped.
It is extremely cold.
I immediately try to get out.
Yeah, you climb out.
Can I push his stupid snoot back in?
I'm right beside the barrel, and I'm just watching him climb out. It's like, how's this gonna go?
Looking over at Rex, Shiver will kind of call out, "Oh, you're awake. Okay. So you started choking. What do you remember?"
I choked. That's it. That's all I remember.
I hold up the vial of your goo. You also started exuding this.
Rex is
What?
still exuding goo.
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
exuding it. I'm just like,
Yeah, but I'm sure you probably haven't examined yourself
A
yet.
barrel of water is filthy with it.
Yum. Can we fish it out?
What's going on?
Oh, we're not entirely sure, but I have an assumption it has something to do with the that we fought at the lake.
Yes.
What-
Yeah.
Water.
How long does it take for me?
I mean, I can't remember. Did I succeed the Arcana check to know it's an aboleth, or
No. I don't believe so.
I'm not 100%. I'm going to go under the assumption I didn't. So I think the is an accurate assessment.
I think if I remember right, you remember seeing the image of it in arcane books, but you didn't remember what it was or what it
Yes,
did.
something like that.
Hey, you remembered it existed, and people know it exists, but nothing else.
You remember seeing a picture of it somewhere.
I do remember hearing the aboleth, well, the creature's voice in my head.
Was that? I know you were saying that you heard it back at the lake, but did you hear it again?
Yeah.
Do you
It said
remember
that-
what it said?
I think it said that it wanted me to join him, right, Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah, it said that it wanted me to join him.
That sounds like a great
And-
idea.
Did you have?
And then
Oh.
I just started choking.
Hey, or now?
I feel like we may want to look into this a little bit.
Do you hear the voice now?
No. One second. Do. Uh, am I able to talk to them, Ryan?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not moving towards them.
you're not moving
Oh,
against
okay.
your will right now.
Okay, yeah. He just talked to me. He just said, "Come back to me. Uh, I am your salvation. I do not abide by disobedient puppets."
I don't know about you guys, but this thing probably should die, but also feels like it's way too high, way too strong for us.
It's a fair assessment.
You are 1 mile.
So, if you can,
I'm
let
aware.
us know. If anything else is going on. Treasure.
That's the concern right now, the treasure.
I'm not concerned about the treasure.
Vivi is keep making her birds pay absolute attention to Rex, while now going to the reward that was promised.
I had myself muted.
All right, so you climb out of the barrel and you go up to Luvash and you ask about the treasure cart.
I
Yep.
there was word of a reward.
Yeah, about that reward, Luvash.
Yeah, so Luvash will take you over to the wagon he had just finished unlocking before everything went down, and he'll go back over to it and open the door and swing it open.
What do
Um,
we see?
Yeah, so you guys can see inside is a wooden chest, an iron chest, an onyx jewelry box with gold filigree, a wooden throne with gold inlay and decorative stones, a rolled up 10-foot square rug with an exquisite unicorn motif, a small wooden box, and that's everything inside.
Will you tell us what these do before we pick?
He looks at you and says, "Do." They do not do anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do my own stealth finger wiggles because I already saw it in here earlier.
He will say, "I will allow you to pick one
Each
to
or in
share
total?
amongst yourself."
Oh, one in total.
I'll look over at Victor. Would you let me?
Yeah, I have no idea what to look at here. I'm like looking at this. There's a lot going on, but it means nothing to me.
Yeah. I'm going to mutter a couple lines, do a few little waggles, and then walk into the cart.
All right.
I'm allowed to walk into it, right? I
Yeah,
assume?
because you're the one picking.
Yeah.
If anyone else tried to step in, he'd stop you.
He doesn't want to slide up handing his hoard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the Vistani treasure. It pays for their whole camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can tell that the onyx jewelry box.
That's where any
I'll
magic is?
I'll kind of peruse everything else before making my way over to it. I will pick it up. May I take a look at this?
You may not look inside, but you may look at it.
You know?
Sauce is cold.
What kind of magic is exuding off of it?
That's a good question. I believe
The dude from the show.
evocation. Hold on, I have to get my handbook.
Evocation. Ooh.
Hmm.
Oh, let's see. Where is it? That would be.
Right next to it. What happens?
Yes, evocation.
I will put it down, look around some more before going back to it. I feel particularly drawn to this guy, so I'll come out with that.
He looks at you and says, "You do not want the throne?
A what? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
The throne? You do not want the throne?"
As much as I would enjoy the throne and the other stuff in here, I feel like something of this size would be a little bit easier for companions and party to move around with. We don't really intend to stay here, so leaving or carrying something as big as a throne would not be very useful for us.
Oh, too bad. And he'll lock up the chest or the cart.
I will stow the box. Like, I'll show the people before I stow the box in my bag and be like, well, I'll save this to open up like a present while we go and find camp at some point.
Guys, did we ever check
Yeah.
that cart for the magic items in it?
Yes.
What were they? Do you
Just
remember?
There were some scrolls. And
I got I have this stuff on me right now.
Okay. Do you remember what it was? Because that was magic as well.
Yes, we got 6 gems worth 100 gold each. Electrium, a whole was
a
it
fuck
2
ton
holy
of
symbols?
a fuck ton of vampire hunter
I
stuff.
believe it's like 2 or 3 holy symbols. Yeah, something like that.
I think it was 2 holy symbols worth 50 gold each, and a holy book worth 50 gold each. Oh, worth 50 gold.
And then there was some magic items as well.
Ryan?
I think scrolls.
Scrolls.
Yeah,
Which
we got
god is this all
scrolls.
for?
Well, I think we also got holy water from it.
Which god is this holy symbol and book about?
It's they both have symbols of the sun on them.
Is it my god? Or is it their version of it?
It seems very similar. What is your god again?
Lathander.
Yeah, it seems very similar. It looks like a lot of the rituals could have been a divergent path.
Okay,
From
so
your
same god, but different path line. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Different practices.
yeah, that seems to be the case. Like an offshoot religion.
Neat. Heresy. Yeah, cool. Can we take the rest of a long rest, guys, before we do anything crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
so just mark down that you have an onyx jewelry box from the Vistani treasure wagon. And mark
Habit,
down...
How big was it?
It's a
Magic.
jewelry box, so it's like 6 inches by 6 inches.
I'm gonna ask Shiver if what she grabbed was magical.
Are you asking this out loud?
Away from the Vestani.
Shiver won't give you a proper reply, but she'll crack a smirk and keep walking.
Vivi will walk with her and be like, "So when are we identifying it?"
In due time. I feel like figuring this out a little bit later might be a fun little campfire stuff.
Do that in 11 minutes. Like,
I mean, do you guys want to party with the Vistani for the long rest?
It's at this point, Rex, you feel your throats begin to close up again and get really dry.
Oh.
And you take 5 points of acid damage.
Oh.
Is he in the barrel?
I'm down
No.
again. I just drop.
Put him back in his barrel. This is your barrel.
I'm
He's
down.
unconscious.
I put him in his barrel anyways.
Yeah, as you drag him over, I need you to make a death saving throw.
am I
do-
within 100 feet of Nevermore?
Nope.
That's a fail.
Yep.
Ryan, am I
Yes.
within 100 feet of Nevermore?
Yeah, you would be.
I cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Thank you, Nevermore, for giving Rex a sweet peck on the face.
Are you just like leaving Nevermore on Rex?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Good to know.
Just bird pack, and you live.
Spare the Dying.
Okay, so long rest.
I will rush over after seeing that, and just make sure, like, is he breathing again? Same method as before.
Yes.
Okay, so I think he needs to stay in this. I'm not sure.
I think he needs a good night's rest is what this guy needs.
I think we all do.
I'm fine.
Long rest at the Vistani camp. I assume we all have drink. I do my scrawling. I have drafts made in charcoal now.
Who's
And-
proficient in perception?
Me! I have an 18 with Edgar on my shoulder.
18?
18 passive.
Is
I-
Edgar the one on... No, that's Nevermore. Okay.
Yep. Edgar is on my shoulders. I have an
Alright.
18.
Yeah, so you can have drinks with the Vistani. Rex, if you want, you can use a hit dice to wake up again within an hour.
Yeah. I'll use again another one.
Okay. that would make you awake again.
Yep.
Well, that's much better.
I'm gonna stand next to the barrel and make sure Kishu can't leave it.
Yeah.
You
As
know
soon
what?
as he wakes
How full is this barrel?
I mean, it's up to the brim.
I scooped some water out so there's a little bit of, like, so it's up to his, like, waist. Or, like, his neck, maybe at most. I just put the lid on it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
When he wakes up, I mean. When he wakes up.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do it when he's, like, unconscious. Just drown his body.
I mean,
yeah.
you can say something to this idea if you want.
Brandon, do you try and resist me putting a lid over your head as you wake up for your unconscious?
Yeah, probably. I just wake up and you're just like, nope.
Well, it's more that I have, like, the lid next to me. You wake up, I'm like, cool, so you're good? Cool. And I start putting the lid on top of you. I'm like,
What are you doing?
You need to stop leaving the damn barrel. I'm tired of having everyone pick you up again.
Well, how was I supposed to know that was going to happen?
I don't know. It's your barrel now. But you live in there.
Well, we know now.
Are you gonna try and leave the barrel again?
Obviously, I can't.
Don't do it.
Okay. If you're not gonna leave the barrel, I won't put the lid on. I trust you.
If you want, I can sit in the barrel with you if you're feeling lonely.
No.
Okay.
I am going to go over. I am going to prestidigitation the water clean and then make it taste like hot chocolate. At least your water is delicious while you.
I am not drinking my bath water.
It's clean.
I'm gonna just stand in front of Rex and take a swig from my
You're Your wine.
for my water. My Rex wine.
So continue the long rest.
Right. What did the perception do for us, friend?
Yeah, so you begin to take your rest. You notice Matthew. Only you.
I have a 15 passive, and I'm proficient.
15? Yeah, only you.
Okay.
Notice Argyle leave while everyone is talking.
Which one's Argyle? Is that the second one?
Yeah, the one to the right.
Is that the sexy one or the angry one?
Not the
Sexy
angry one.
What's sexy?
Do I remember what his position within like the camp was?
He's brother to the leader.
Send a bird.
I'm going to send Edgar 100 feet in front of me, and I'm gonna follow Edgar and not say anything to the party.
Yeah,
Huh?
he got on a horse and he started riding away.
Never mind.
Can your bird keep pace?
100% could, but I wouldn't have any form of communication.
You can't see through your bird?
Mm,
To a limited range, I think.
yeah, it's to a limited range. Let me double check how far this can go.
Separate note, how's the girl doing?
She's kind of keeping close to her father right now. She's like talking with some of the other children, some of the adults too.
She's just trying to not get kidnapped again?
Well, she's just staying close to family right now.
She had a very scary experience, and she needs all of the head pats and to be taken care of like a good loli. Nothing else!
At one point, you remember the boy who was whipped comes over and apologizes profusely to her on his knees.
Sentinel Raven obeys your commands, in which you can give telepathic within 100 feet of you. Yeah, it has to be within 100 feet of me for me to see through its eyes.
I mean, you could go for 100 feet. You can follow him that far.
I mean, if you talk to me, I could help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Edgar to. Nah, I'm gonna be like, ah, fuck it, he's on a horse, and just kind of like walk back to everyone.
It's as if
You
a member of
tell
the
us.
party has a damn horse.
I will go over to Victor though and go, yeah, some guy just left. That the brother just left on a horse.
You're going to who to say this?
Victor.
Victor. Okay.
Then Victor proclaims loudly to everyone.
Why would I explain to everyone?
Now
No,
we
no.
told brother
Ah.
left camp.
Oh. Huh.
And I was going to make a joke of the situation of, hey, did you know that the brother just left? The brother just left!
What?
So yeah, I don't really need to take a long rest. What time of day is it, Ryan?
It's afternoon, mid.
You guys can take your long rest. I'm fine.
What are you gonna do instead?
I'm gonna keep a lookout on shit.
Sure. I just want my spell slots. We used them all.
I have not used any, so
I had to heal the girl.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure I'm our only healing.
Yeah, you guys can take a snooze. I'll be here.
So, I am going to make my way a little bit away. There's, like, some basic tree line around us. Obviously, we're in the middle of the fucking forest, right?
The area around this hill is fairly cleared out, but you can see a tree line in the distance, yes.
I'm not going that far.
It looks
Oh.
like they keep this area fairly clear of trees so that they can see any people coming up on the hill.
Fair. Yeah.
But it's only like 15 feet from the base of the hill.
I want to go around and knock on the people's doors to see if there's a room that I could use for some privacy.
You want to knock on the Dusk Elves' doors?
Yeah, we made friends with them earlier.
Yeah. Casimir will allow you to enter his room.
Cool. I'm just going to be. Actually, Casimir, do you guys have anything for writing around here?
I do, yes. Please come in.
For sure.
And he'll take you to the back room, which is his main living room. And he'll open up a desk and pull out an ink vial and quill.
Shiver has the big ol' like anime eyes and like a drooling expression at the ink vial, just being like, I really need to find a place that can make this stuff.
He smiles and says, "We make our own here."
Oh, I've never learned how to make it. Would you show me sometime?
He says, "I can do that, yes. There are many berries and barks around here that can be used for ink."
I'd love to learn. For now though, do you mind if I borrow some of the stuff that you have here? I'll pull out I'll pull down my backpack, pull out just these scrolls of paper before wheeling some of the charcoal smudge ones that I've been working with. I was able to get some charcoal stuff. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I prefer having a master copy of the maps that I have around, but I lost the vial that I had.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else.
So essentially, I'm pulling out the maps to see if there's an interest in the maps from these guys as people who...
Oh, yeah. He'll look over his shoulder at it, and he'll nod and say, "It has been a long time since we've had a cartographer here."
Yeah, that's why I came to these lands, actually, is to create a definite map of all the places.
Is that why, Lily? Is that why
Yes.
you came here?
Yes!
We didn't come here by choice!
So, in the beginning, pulling away, when we agreed, everyone else was like, so what's in it for us? And I was like, can I map it? And they were all like, yeah, totes my goats. You can map it, whatever. Here, have this map. They're the ones who gave me the map to start off with, too. And they sent us here, but yeah, my goal here isn't to kill Strahd and get out. My personal goal here is to just map this place. And then figure a way out after.
Fair enough.
He's like the kid who likes to
I forgot we actually said yes first. I thought we were just straight up kidnapped.
No, we said yes first.
You did say yes.
That's why we got kidnapped. They're just not really good at telling us when they put us places.
They did not tell you could come back. That is true.
And we know that we can't go back after talking with everyone. Anyway.
Ryan.
Yes.
Wait. First, does fucking Victor have a simple weapon on him?
Victor...
Are you asking me if I have a weapon?
Yes.
Which weapon?
Any simple weapon.
Yeah, you want a dagger, dude?
No, I don't want a dagger. A short sword.
Why are you asking me then?
Because I was gonna steal it and then use it to do a little sword practice with the sister.
No, I don't have a sword. Do I look like I'm running around with a sword, Matthew?
Nope.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask the siblings if they have an expert sword that I could use for a little like sword practice with the sister.
What sister, by the way?
The brother and sister that we've been escorting around who are
I
still.
think we left them in town.
No, I think
Nope.
they're technically with us, I think.
I heard distinctly.
They are with you at the moment.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
why would we leave them in town? They just got kidnapped in town.
I only barely remembered. I'm sorry. It's been a fucking month.
Do they have a
Howard.
simple weapon I could use so I could see how good she is with a sword? That isn't a dagger because I have those.
Yeah, she'll spar with you.
Cool.
You can tell that she has had some practice with a sword, but she seems to be mostly self-taught.
I'm gonna start teaching her a few more things because I'm
Yeah,
proficient with all simple
absolutely.
weapons. As long
I'm
as
just
she's
going-
using a simple weapon, I can teach her.
You can tell that she is proficient with simple weapons.
Okay.
She can fight. She's just not like a hardened veteran.
Fair.
Well, we're level 2. She's like level 2.
We're level
4 you.
I know we're level 4. I was making a joke. If you didn't hear the aftermath of what I said, it's like we're level 2 and she's level 2. But yeah,
It's at this point when you're training with Irina, you
Mhm.
notice Rex get
Mhm.
out of the barrel
Mhm.
and start trying to sneak away.
Hold the fuck on! Whoosh!
Now, I assume I see her sprint across the field to go.
You said you were sleeping.
Well, long rest doesn't mean sleep. It just means I'm resting. It's the middle of the day.
You
Yeah.
sleep for 6 hours.
You don't have to sleep. Not all.
You
long
don't
rests
have
are
to sleep. It just has to be light activity.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sitting there reading a book, maybe. I don't know, talking with people, chilling with
Immediately
my son.
sprinting to where he ran out.
Would he be able to catch me?
Are you fast enough?
Am I using like my am I
Well,
using everything to get
sneaking,
there?
You would be at half speed.
Yeah, okay.
So no. But as soon as you were seen, you'd probably start booking it.
Yeah, that means I'd probably use my like double dash. Oh no, I can't double dash. I can disengage or hide. Okay. So I'd probably just start dashing.
So-
In which case you could be caught up with.
I will ship and I will have 40-foot movement speed and I will fucking book it.
Can we see
That'll
this,
be a
Ryan?
house.
Is this subtle?
So you get pounced on.
I will thorn whip him.
You're thorn whipping me?
Oh, 100%.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
Brandon didn't get a long rest, so he's got 0 HP. Or 1 hit dice at this point,
I
maybe.
think it's something like 10 HP.
Yeah, I have 10.
Should I roll to hit?
Yeah.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls you right next to him.
Yeah, and then I would basically like to grab on so he can't go farther.
I mean,
Yeah, it would pull you towards them, but you wouldn't be able to hold them with it. You'd have to grab them with an athletics check.
Yep. Yeah.
that's an attack in its own right, so you'd have to wait.
Yup. So yeah, I pull him towards me, and now he's right in front of me. What's everyone else doing following me at my 40-foot movement speed?
Have we noticed, Ryan?
Yeah, if you have a passive perception over 16, you'd notice.
I mean, I'm talking about watching Sivir sprint across the field after something.
You'd notice that, yeah. That's not subtle.
Cool. So I've roll over.
I definitely noticed.
Yeah.
What's up?
You eventually, I say nothing as Nevermore starts cawing in general, and then you just see me thorn whip fucking Rex.
Can I put the barrel on him this time? The lid?
Well, I'm still running.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're
I'll
like
put my
really
horse.
far away.
I'll put my horse.
If you get on your horse, you could catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just gonna get on my horse. I have a horse.
I have
So-
a horse, of course.
What action is Rex gonna take before I try and athletics check you?
What would you do to try and get away?
Disengage dash.
Yeah, it'd probably be disengage and dash.
Would
Okay.
you call Petra?
Probably.
Yeah, Petra.
I would
Petra
do
would
it.
come flying.
And I'd probably try to get onto Petra as fast
Well,
as I
how
can.
far
Petra
away would-
wouldn't make it to you in the first turn,
Yeah.
What
but
Petra's
could
move
make it
speed,
to you in the
Brandon?
second
40?
turn.
Fuck.
Petra?
Yeah.
60.
Okay, so I'll make it to Brandon before Petra does.
Yes, you will. So you'll get an action in between.
Well, it's
My horse is 80, Brandon.
yeah. Petra's 60, but if she dashes, then it'd be
Soak in the horse. That's irrelevant.
120. Yeah.
Okay. So you move how far away from me?
It'd be 30 feet.
Only?
My
move
movement's.
60,
Oh no,
Brandon.
it'd be 60. It'd be 60.
Say, I'm going to have Nevermore fly towards me at full speed. And then I am going to basically sprint to keep up with him.
Hmm.
You can't do much else if I want to keep up with him.
Nope. You can just keep pace
Mm-hmm. I can only do that for like a turn.
until Brandon runs away on a bird.
Oh, I would also probably drop my ball bearings.
That would be an action in itself, Brandon.
That's
yeah,
a free
it would
action.
Is it?
Drawing your ball
Yeah.
bearings would be a free action.
be. It's just dropping stuff onto the ground, so.
I suppose.
Well, using the item itself is an action. Pulling them out is a free action.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you were saying
But-
drawing, not dropping. Okay.
Yeah. So you're just keeping up with all your actions. Victor is caught up. You have an action to do something.
Yeah, so I am just going to.
Can I run with him too?
Yeah, you can absolutely run after them. You'll be falling behind a little bit, but you could definitely try and keep up, unless you
Okay.
have something you can do to move faster. You're not high enough level 1 for that, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a race thing I can do, but
I don't think so.
I do have a 40 feet walking speed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can keep up with.
Yeah, because my passive perception was also 16.
She can eventually catch up.
Yeah, over time you will close the gap.
No, with my horse though. Yeah, I will probably. I'm gonna Slayer's Prey Brandon as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna shoot him.
With what?
My crossbow.
Okay. I'm assuming non-lethal.
I can't choose that for ranged attacks, technically.
I mean, I'm assuming you just shoot him in the leg,
Sure.
not the head or heart.
Yeah, well, I'm at his ankles. So that's 12 plus 8. 20 hit?
Yep. How much damage?
Do that. Oh, perfect.
11?
Mm,
Oh, wait.
That's-
I'm downed.
Sorry, one
Yeah.
second. I lied.
I'm still down, Gavin. I have
I know.
7 HP.
There you go. I then grab his fucking body. Can you spare the dying on him again?
Well, Petra would grab me first.
Your bird is not. So
You already used your action though.
movement,
Yeah.
I guess, for the turn.
It would land next to the collapsed Rex now.
She would Petra would definitely grab onto me and sees these guys as a threat after seeing them attack me
Okay, I'll kill
and
your
try to
bird.
get me away.
60-foot movement. So
For context, I get in melee range with Brandon at the rest of my actual turn.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I literally stand over top of his body. Petra can do whatever the hell she wants. I'll take a bird out of the sky too. I don't mind. So what's happening, Ryan?
Are you gonna fight Petra?
I mean, if she's gonna try and take the unconscious body somewhere, yeah.
I think she would.
Then we're
Yeah,
gonna fight her.
she would.
We're gonna fight this stupid bird.
Alright, Petra can grab Rex as an action.
Yep. She's definitely grabbing Rex and trying to get away.
Her movement would be
does-
getting to it.
Does it have flyby?
Yep, it has flyby.
Okay. Just so I know.
How much of its movement did it spend getting there?
How much movement does it have?
It has 60, but on
So I
this
would've
first turn it'd go 120. It'd go 120 first turn and then 60 the second turn.
Yeah, to move up to it.
If it could get up to me. And then
Uh,
it can use its action to grab me.
It could land next to you and fly 20 feet into the air.
It does that.
Tax
She
opportunity?
does that.
None.
It can't fly by.
Oh, cool. So 20 feet, you said?
Yeah.
First, I guess, at this point is Matt.
fly up, because it has the same speed, and I'm going to cast Spare the Dying through Nevermore.
Good choice. Good choice. Make sure you have more of those ready.
This bird can't. That pterodactyl can't fly faster than my bird. We're fine.
No, I just mean I'm about to shoot this fucking pterodactyl out of the sky.
I can have more of them ready.
Okay?
I've got healing word. I can.
You aren't here yet.
You would be
I said I
catching
caught
up.
up.
You're only 20 feet behind the others.
Can I shoot Brandon's bird now?
Yeah.
Cool, I'm gonna shoot the stupid bird. Let's see. I'll move my thing over to it, my mark, bonus action, and then I'll shoot the
Sure.
bird. One second. That's gonna be a 15.
15 is her armor class.
Okay. Yeah, because I got a +8 to hit. I'm an archer. So 3, 7, and 11 damage.
11 damage, okay.
And I guess I'll keep riding my horse, chasing after this bird on the ground here. Make sure you got one for the bird too.
Matt, what are you doing? After that, we'll have Zoe.
I'm going to fuck. Now that no, I can do it within 100 feet of them. So I'm going to move my 40 feet of movement and prepare a Spare the Dying.
You're just gonna prepare Spare the Dying?
It's probably a good idea.
Right, because it's touched, so you're waiting to get close enough?
Well, you can cast it to his bird. He's just readying the action.
Petra. And as long as I'm within 100 feet of them, I'll be able to cast it from Nevermore.
Oh, okay, so you want to fly Nevermore up there after them.
Yeah. Nevermore's a bait. How
What's-
far away from me are they at?
20 feet in the air.
I'm gonna spiritual weapon the.
Oh god.
Oh, I guess I won't have to do anything though.
How much health do you think this bird?
I was gonna catch guiding bolt.
Zoe, you could have a decent amount of health. You're probably fine to make an attack when you get here.
Okay.
I think Petra has like
What
14.
this? Yeah. 14 is gonna miss.
Based on what
Yeah.
Brandon said before, yes.
Yep.
Then we have Zoe.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt. That is.
Poor Petra.
Sorry.
Well, don't steal my friend.
Okay.
So, how far away from me are they right now?
They're 100 feet from you.
6 plus 6.
So inside.
Yep. 16 hits.
Okay.
How much health does Petra have?
Petra's dead, probably.
Petra's probably gonna get death saves unless Ryan's a
No,
cool DM.
Hey, I have.
They usually don't get death saves. Most
Animal-
DMs rule that animal companions don't get death saves.
Literally anything can have a death save as long as it's relevant. If you read the rules about death saves, you can literally give death saves to anything you want.
Oh, that's wrong. Sorry, I rolled d4s.
Ranger companions have death saves.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Considering
That's
it's so
fine.
hard to replace it, I'd absolutely say yes.
Yeah, that's.
Does Petra drop out of sky now?
Yeah.
Spare the dying on her.
Like full down her.
Spell the dying on her. I get 2 death saves automatically.
If Matthew casts Spare the Dying before you fall, you actually just immediately fall. Don't fail any death saves. You just take the fall damage.
No, I'm already unconscious.
Oh, you don't get death saves then, Brandon. You're alive. You just take the damage, and then now you're
No.
How am I alive?
Matthew
take 2
spared the
death
dying
saves.
you, Brandon. The only time you fail 2 death saves.
You can still get death saves through damage.
You
Yeah.
don't. When you're at 0, you don't take the double though. You just take damage and then start death saves again, Brandon. The double failure is if you're already making death
You
saves.
stabilize, he falls, he takes 1 death save.
Not even. He actually just
Oh, is
starts
that one?
taking death saves again. He doesn't take
No, I take death saves.
Was Spare
I'm pretty sure you take.
Big question here, was Spare the Dying cast before he fell or
Yes,
after
before.
he fell?
Before at the moment.
Again, you take the fall damage, then you start making death saves again.
Except for I'm already unconscious, so I'm
Doesn't
already.
matter. Unconscious is not taking death saves. You don't auto fail.
It's only
It's
when you're
literally
like,
the
down.
unconscious status ailment. You don't take double death saves off unconscious. Only when you're
You
making
would, you would
death
hit the ground and take a death save on your turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not double when you fall. No death saves when you actually hit the ground. You just fall into death saves again.
And then Spare the Dying again.
As Matthew can do it again.
I
It's
Damn.
a cantrip.
No, I just mean like if you can
Or
get
is
close
it,
enough. It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay.
Matt, you just did it to the bird, right?
Yep.
So the bird also.
There's nothing about death saves in unconscious, by the way.
No, it's not that. You don't make death saves when you're unconscious, because you're not dying, you're unconscious. They're completely different things, Brandon.
But when you're in 0 hit points.
Unconscious, not dying.
0 hit points doesn't mean death saving.
No.
0.
It means I don't make death saving throws. If I still get hit, you still take death attacks. Like,
No.
you still fail death saving throws.
No, because you
Or
don't
the
have
death-
any, Brandon.
And anyway, we've already had the DM's ruling on it, and it really doesn't matter at this point because, bluntly put, Matt's going to just spare the dying, and we're going to be over with it anyway. No, that's not what you were here for? No. Okay. Sure, I'll take my headset off on one side.
20 feet in the air, so yeah, I'd be able to get to
Good.
1. Prioritize Rex. So then
However, Petra would auto take 2.
no, Petra's also Spare the Dying.
Yeah, Matt did both too. Matt cast 1 on her before she ran away, and then 1 as a ready action against the bird.
They're both spared at the moment.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, ultimately it doesn't matter. Spare the dying just fixes everything anyway.
Yeah.
They would Petra would probably do 2 death saves.
Yeah, the only way Petra dies is if it fails as a crit. So Brandon should still be making those saves. Yeah.
For Petra.
Yeah, because you're fine no matter what. It's really whether or not Petra auto crit fails, because she'll fail 2 and then she could fail another 1, right? So it is well within the realm of possibility for her to almost. What about the second one?
I mean, she still takes one from falling damage.
No, because Matthew spared the
'Cause-
dying her. Matt's ready action was on her, and he had already done it to you, Brandon. You were already spared before, because that was his action for the turn before.
It's
then-
alright. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The technicality of it does not matter. The result is the same, that everyone is stable on the ground.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Especially Shiver. Super stable. Better than
Yes.
stable.
Yes.
Sparkling eyes.
Unless Brandon takes more damage from the thing.
I mean, then we'll just spare the dying. Again.
It's true. Cantrip is dumb. It's good. It's balanced because it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
actually...
Gavin, if an unconscious character takes damage while at 0 hit points, they automatically fail 1 death saving throw.
Okay, so you had 1.
And then you got spared with
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
I got 1, Petra had 2.
Again, my point here was you don't take the double fail. That was what I was arguing.
Anyway, can we discuss this afterwards?
So yeah, Vivi is gonna look at kind of take a look at where the water barrel is from our current position. How far away is it?
It's back at the house.
It's about 120 feet away.
Gonna look at Victor and go, get him to barrel now, and then she's gonna start dragging the bird.
Sure, I can do that.
And I'm gonna go to some of the local trees.
Nevermore is going to rest on Rex.
On Rex?
On Rex.
In a barrel?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, while Rex is actually unconscious, we technically have to keep him supported, so... Yay.
You get the feeling that this is going to be an ongoing problem until it's resolved.
Wings.
Yes, but we can resolve it after we rest. I just want to finish my goddamn rest.
I would like to wrap rope around this bird. I'm not sure if I have rope.
I'm sure someone in the party has rope.
I have rope. I'm gonna start wrapping it around this bird's wing so it can't fly.
Around Rex? Or not Rex,
no.
I also have
Petra's
rope.
wings.
Petra.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you have enough rope to do that.
Cool. You see a very sloppy knot. That'll do.
Yeah, I mean... when, I guess, Petra wakes up, then I'll put the lid back on, but for now, I guess we just leave her, right? Like, we have to do the same thing as before where we support her.
Yup.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really dumb.
Do you have an idea?
Yup.
What's that?
I'm gonna have a Nevermore, or sorry, not Nevermore, Edgar wait around Petra.
So, quick question. Is it fair to say that I just gather a bunch of bark?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I kind of come
You
back.
Take a pound of bark.
Sure. I will make that into my notes. With that, you all will just sort of watch me walk back into the group and just kind of look at everyone and be like, so what was all that about? And I just have an arm full of
We have
bark.
no idea. She just keeps
He's
running
You
away.
see that I'm bleeding and I have like a bolt stuck in me.
Yeah, you have a bolt stuck in your leg.
That's
And
fine.
there's a magical bird up in the sky at the moment.
I'm going to assume that the charming magic from before took effect this time.
Probably
Yep.
again, yeah. Seems to be that she's on.
I
a
am
suicide
going
plan.
to. Can you pull him out of the barrel for just a second?
He's unconscious.
I mean,
so-
she's not in the barrel yet. We're bringing her back to go put her in the barrel.
No, I thought at this point, I thought at this point we had put you in the barrel and you all were just tying up all that. Either way, looking at Rex, I'm just like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pull my backpack down, rummage through, pull out some manacles, lock them to his ankles, then like tie that to the horse on one of the buckles with a rope.
I mean, we've got to leave her in the barrel at least for now, right? Him in the barrel? It in the barrel? What gender is Rex?
Male.
Do we know this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't gender goblins very often.
So,
It's
yeah,
also for
I'm
sure
just
he's,
like, well, that'll stop
female
them
character.
from running away, and we can look into dealing with this after.
When Petra wakes up, Edgar is going to attempt to explain the situation to her.
In what language? Bird?
They're both beasts.
She understands common.
But
you guys don't know that. You know that I talk to her, but I talk to her in Goblin also.
And Vivi's thought process was literally, I'll let my bird do this.
Yeah, bird talk.
For the record, Edgar does not have a language.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Petra doesn't know any languages, but she can understand Common, Goblin, and Celestial.
Nice.
Because she can understand all the ones that all my languages. Where is that?
Does a painful job at trying to explain the situation. Me to make a check for Edgar's attempt on explaining. Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to make a check on Edgar's attempt on explaining the situation?
No.
To
Okay.
be honest, she probably doesn't care. She saw you guys attack her master. She does not like you guys right now.
I don't give a shit what the bird
What's
thinks,
its
honestly.
intelligence?
Fine.
The moment she wakes up, she's probably trying to get out.
That's fine. Bye, bird.
Petra's intelligence is 3? Yeah. She just knows that her master was hurt.
I've
And
got a
she wants
crossbow
to
aimed at
help.
the bird. If it wants
Yeah.
to try anything, I'll take it down again. I don't care.
Well, it's trying to get out, so it's going to do a strength check.
Did anybody have the bird tied down?
I tied a rope around the
Almost, but not. She's still struggling.
With
she's
struggling. You couldn't palm it with your biggest hands.
walk over and stay about 10 feet away from this bird and kind of like crouch down and go, I don't know if you understand me, but your master he's in danger if he leaves. We need to keep him in that barrel.
Do any of you have speak with animals?
Well, she can understand my like she can understand common and that stuff, but
Vivi's just
she
going,
probably does not care.
maybe you'll understand me.
She understands you, but she does not care. She saw you guys attack.
Animal handling. Try that.
You could try that.
I mean,
Yeah.
you actively attacked her, so you could try, but it's
He's effectively trying to explain the situation to her, though, and like in hopes that like maybe my animal handling was 8.
Mine was 10. Great.
You know, I have like a +5 in that, right?
Well, why didn't you do it?
Because I'm mad at the bird. I get it's not its fault, but I'm just kind of annoyed at this bird.
I'm just busying myself just around everyone while this is all going on, just being like, well, this is gonna blow over sometime.
Spencer asked if charades is a language. Does the bird speak charades?
Yes, it does. It's proficient in charades.
Ah.
I believe Edgar is. He can make small little noises too.
Is Spencer watching us right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Hi, Spencer. I hope you're feeling better.
Anyways,
Again, you guys attacked her only family. She's not going to be trusting you guys.
Fine with me.
yeah, we tried.
Okay,
Uh,
but the real question is, does she show hostility towards me?
Not really, just the people that attacked me.
And her. Don't forget I stuck
Yeah.
a bolt on her too.
Now,
You
I
stuck a
want
bolt in her. She got blasted by freaking radiant light. She's not happy.
Somebody swung a little hammer at her.
So, walking by, I'm going to like look at Petra and be like, "Why aren't you grumpy?" And I'm just gonna throw like a big old chunk of meat and just keep walking.
Aren't you grumpy as you see a bolt stuck in her?
I walk up, I pull the bolt out. Better?
It like she probably tries to attack you as
Sure.
you do
I
that.
don't care.
There is
Make an
meat
attack
in
roll.
front of Petra now.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm looking for.
Also, is Petra awake?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
would. Yeah, we've already determined that like once Petra wakes.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you hit. So Rex is technically awake 2 in a barrel then?
If it
Yeah.
wants to be.
Technically.
Because I mean, if this happened, it would happen at the same time, arguably, right?
Do. Whoops. Four damage.
Cool.
Oh, it should be 5 damage actually. It's +3.
Sure. I don't care. I step back. I'm like, bad bird.
Vivi's gonna go over to Rex and it's like, so we had to stop you and your bird. I don't think it likes us anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
In the back of your mind, you're just getting a constant ping just to go to that lake.
Oh, like I'm not like me right now.
You're you, but your only desire right now is to go to that lake.
Oh,
I put the lid over Rex's head. Still at this
yeah,
point.
I'm screaming like, take me to the lake.
Yeah.
You're in a barrel just screaming.
Yeah, you're like carving chips out of the barrel with your claws.
Yeah, I'm trying to like bite my way through probably too.
Yeah.
So what do we do about this? Also, that means it's been an hour at least. Can I have my hit dice?
You can roll hit dice if you'd like.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like at this point he's just screaming about getting to the lake. Maybe just getting him away, like further away.
Maybe
might
there's a
be
distance
something
thing. That's not a bad idea. That's gonna be 17 plus 4. Definitely enough.
Anyone have any more rope? I'll just tie
I
rope
do.
to the lid of this thing.
Yeah, we don't want to tie this little bud up. The
tie
barrel
the-
definitely has like space. I guess it's actually waterproof, so we should make sure we have a hole in there.
I want to tie a rope around this, around the barrel. Trying to hold it.
I mean,
Yeah, you can tie the barrel's lid on.
Yeah, that's my plan.
So he's now tied up in shackles with the lid on, with
Yep.
the rope underneath that lid running to the horse. Hmm.
I'm also like trying to get out like as best as I can. I'm trying to roll around, scratching.
I'm gonna ask the Vistani if we can
Fighting.
borrow that wagon that we kind of brought to them back. Vistani, hello.
Which one?
The chief, whose daughter we saved.
Oh, Luvash? Yeah.
We bought this wagon, but our friend's kind of nuts right now. Can we borrow it? We'll give it back to you again in the future. We just need to kind of borrow it for now, I guess.
These are our homes.
No,
I
the
let
wagon
you-
that we bought with us.
Oh, yes. This is not our wagon anyway.
Oh, is it not your? Oh, okay. So,
It is of the family, but this is not ours.
okay. Well, I think in the end we'll still have to give it to you because we don't really know who it belongs to. Besides the fact that the guy who owns it probably wants it back. But besides him, the guy who stole it, you know, we'll get it back to you eventually. Yeah.
Is that so, Mithy Mouse?
So, do you guys just want to stick the barrel and the lizard inside the caravan? I mean, it held a...
Did you just call him a lizard?
I'm not gonna lie, it just bit you. I think the best person to pick it up is Shiver.
Sure, I don't care. We can knock it out again for all I care. This thing's being a jerk.
I'm just gonna walk over. I'm just gonna hold my hand, like, on top of Petra's head and just cast sleep.
Not a bad idea.
That would work.
Oh god, yeah, that will work.
And I was like, go to sleep.
It's used
And
by
I walk
one
away.
hit dice.
Roll those dice to see if you have enough HP. If you get over enough HP.
Yeah, that's more than enough.
From its one hit dice? Yeah, I'd hope so.
Well, that was more than one hit dice.
Oh yeah, I guess you can short rest and use multiple, that's right.
It falls asleep.
For context, according to Stabilize, you actually don't wake up for 1d4 hours. But not important. It's sleeping pterodactyl? Is that what this thing is? Pterodon?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pterodon.
Pterodon. So, should we just stick them both inside the cart? And maybe, like, tie them to the cart's walls or something?
Sure.
Yeah, again, it kept that big panther. I think it can handle these two, right? Seems safe.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. We load them up, I guess.
Okay.
Stick my horse on the front of the cart. Where do we take them?
Away from the lake.
Yeah, I gathered that, but that's not actually
Oh,
a direction.
okay. Ryan, real quick.
Yes.
As far as our map goes, do we have points of interest that we are aware of that we can go towards that's away from the lake?
You remember Casimir saying something about temple on a mountain?
Okay, so
Do we have a reason to go back to that town at all ever again?
deal with the undead coffin maker dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's like 2 zombie outbreaks there still.
There's Mrs. Oh my god, who has like 20 zombies under her house. But let's just go to the mountains. Let's head towards the mountains.
Sounds safer, at the very least.
If you guys don't want to do anything else in Vallaki, yeah.
I mean, we can come back in
The
here
only
later,
other
right?
place you know about.
Nope.
Can we see mountains?
Yeah, there are mountains all over the place. You can see some in the distance, rising above the mist, way
You know what?
out there.
There was a Vistani fortune teller who told us this stuff, right?
Yeah,
I
you
gotta-
have
I'll
fortunes.
ask the Vistani here if they know anything about like which mountains would have a temple in it.
You want to ask the Vistani if there's a...
Yeah, if
Mountain
there's a
temple?
temple in the mountains or something, I don't know.
Yeah, who are you asking?
I mean, start off with
Just Luvash again?
we'll start with Luvash, yeah.
I don't know anything about any mountain temple, no.
Any idea who would?
No, I do not know.
Okay, maybe we'll talk to the Shadow Elves. What were they called?
Yeah, one of the Shadow Elves is the one who mentioned it.
Okay, let's go talk to him.
His name was Casimir. He was the leader.
I gotta go talk with my buddy some more.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I love Casimir. He's my friend. He's rad. So guys, I think it's fair to say we are already aware that Rex is good at getting into buildings. They're probably pretty solid at getting out of things, so We should always have somebody watching.
Yep.
I'd like Nevermore is technically inside the barrel.
That's probably not a good idea. Rex can like.
I don't think
definitely-
Nevermore needs to breathe.
Yeah, if Nevermore was in there, Rex would try to attack her.
Well,
Just like bite her and stuff like that.
okay.
It's fair to say if Nevermore was in the barrel, Nevermore is probably no longer in existence.
Does Rex have a bite attack?
No, but I could use just a...
I would like to point out the fact that a regular
But-
bite attack is just 1 damage.
Yeah.
And Nevermore probably has what, 1 HP?
1 HP.
Well, Brandon has to roll the
Nevermore
hit. Brandon.
Was probably drowned.
Well, I emptied out some of the water.
I don't think it's hard to hit Nevermore. It's like, what, 7 AC?
No, what is more than that?
You bully.
Well, I got a 16.
Also, you're not proficient in bite.
I know.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, you absolutely
That's
just
why
bite.
I only do
So did
1
you
damage.
bite his head off?
pretty
Definitely.
much.
Nevermore disappeared.
Matthew, are you sad about this?
And then Vivi realizes like, oh fuck, I need to find stuff to to do.
Aren't you in
Um,
manacles as well as in a barrel?
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Should we have taken off like his equipment? Would that have been a good idea? We should probably do that, maybe? I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, I imagined we did.
While we're on the road, I suddenly say I don't feel the need to go to the lake anymore.
Yeah, because that's trustworthy.
So you guys come down the hill and you hear Rex start talking to you again, and you can see Casimir's hovel down at the bottom there.
Ryan, do we have to roll insight on his deception, or can we just call bullshit ourselves?
Technically, we
I mean, you can do either one. It's up to you.
Because I would like to just straight up call bullshit.
My passive insight is 14.
Honestly,
Be honest.
I'm just gonna call bullshit on it. I'm like, no.
Lily, you would know that I'm telling the truth.
Neat.
Cool. Enjoy your barrel then. Stop trying to escape it.
I'm going to talk through the barrel. Just for the sake of protecting you while the compulsions are there, stay in here for just a little bit. Let's see if you have another one of those wave of thoughts.
Also,
If we can go 24 hours without you screaming about trying to get out of this barrel, then we'll see about letting you out of the barrel. Does this sound fair, Rex?
I don't plan on chasing him.
also, I'm sorry I kicked your ass. No hard feelings?
You shot me and my bird.
Mostly you, but yeah,
my
you're not
pet.
wrong. I definitely did that.
You're alive.
You were gonna go kill yourself. Give me a break. It was for your own well-being. Literally, both of those were for your own well-being. I don't know what you want me to tell you here. It was shoot you.
The aboleth said that if I do not come to the lake within 2 days, it'll start punishing me.
Okay, cool. You can track that then. We'll make sure you get back there in 2 days if we can't deal with this ahead of time. Also, that's a nice aboleth. He gave you a decent chunk of time to sort this out beforehand.
I mean, it's been making him try to come to the lake since.
True, true. Well, let's find a cleric, maybe? How far is the first town that we were in?
Well, right now you're at the entrance to Casimir's hovel.
Yeah, well, I guess we should talk to Casimir still.
Unless you don't want to talk to him and you want to move on.
No, I'm fine talking to him quickly. He might have some ideas of how to sort this out.
Alright, so you all kind of bustle into his small house.
I mean, I'm going to approach him one more time and be like, so, we're probably going to be leaving, this area for the next little while. It seems like our friend here has fallen to some kind of charm of a sea creature that's up in the lake, and we need to go figure something out for that. We were thinking of maybe we could find something in that temple that you mentioned earlier. Is there any more information that you could give us?
You see his eyebrows kind of knit together in a frown, and he says, "Can I see him?"
Yeah, he's currently in a barrel. Come with us.
All right, he'll come outside. Do you guys open up the barrel for him?
Yeah, I trust this guy who I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna try and investigate Rex.
Be careful of the pterodactyl. It might be asleep still, but it's kind of a jerk.
He says,
And I'll. Hmm? Oh.
he says, "This is a powerful curse that is on him. You have two options that I know of.
Oh?
Go on.
You can visit the abbot of Kresk, who is said to perform miracles for the ill. Or we can go to the Amber Temple.
Which one's closer?
Kresk is probably closer. If you are going to the Amber Temple, though, I would like to come."
Well, look, I want to bring you. You seem cool. What do you guys think, Amber Temple?
I kind of walk over. I really like him. Any more excuses that I have that I can actually talk with him would be wonderful. He's so good with maps, it's great.
I think he's cool too. I say Amber Temple just for the sole point of chilling with this dude a bit more.
I agree.
Could try Kresk on the way, but it would take us off the path to the temple for a little bit.
How many days away is this whole thing?
It is many days.
Well, we'll see what happens to him then. He's gonna start getting punished, but, you know, it is what it is.
Is there any path that we can take that would get us somewhere in about 2 days?
Kresk is half a day away.
Oh, I guess we've got to go to Chris then first. Sorry, and then we'll go to the temple though.
The temple is a day and a half.
What do you
We'll
guys
start
think?
by going. There's no. So if we combine the two together, we'll have both shots before the 2 days are up. So let's go to Krisk first because he's on the way-ish. Do you still want to come with us? If we will still go to this Amber Temple, even if Chris can. Even if he can cure my friend, because I have to walk all of the paths here nonetheless.
He'll give a nod and say, "If you're going there, I am coming."
I give him a thumbs up and be like, well, welcome to our carriage, which is probably a little bit more full than we want it to be.
Ismark and Irina kind of look to each other, and Ismark says, "If you are going, we have been offered a place at the Wachter Mansion. She offered to protect us."
And you trust her?
She has not given me reason not to.
The one thing to be careful there is there's approximately 20 undead that are below their estate, and we don't know what they're about.
That is not a good thing.
No, it's not. So, do you want to stick with us?
Vasily von Holt has also offered shelter.
You might be able, the people here, looking over, they seem relatively trustworthy here, if you would like to...
He'll kind of step away from, Casimir a little bit and whisper over to you. "I am not particularly fond of the Vistani myself."
Reminder, they generally worked for Strahd, and Strahd is after his sister.
I mean, talking back also quietly, True, you may not be the biggest fan of the Vistani, however, they tend to leave the village down below alone as well. And I'm sure Casimir might be able to do something for you in his village here.
He is going with you, though.
But his people are staying.
That is true.
I mean, it's ultimately up to you guys, but you have a couple of options. You can stay with us, or you've been with us this long. You can stay here. I probably wouldn't recommend the Walker House. There's a lot of stuff that we may want to be careful and look into there.
What is your suggestion for me and my sister?
Who's your friend that you said that has offered you a place?
Vasily von Holt.
Where's he?
He was the guy who cast the fireball at the house and lit the town on fire.
Oh, he works for the Walkers, though. They're still shady.
If I were to make a recommendation, the town themselves are relatively avoiding the Vistani. The Vistani don't directly work for Strahd, under my understanding. They just sort of are a people here, and I feel like the Elven village here is relatively solid. I've spent some time with. Oh God, I'm. What's his name again? I'm blanking.
You need to learn his name if you're going to treat him like your best friend.
I mean, I remembered it last time. I'm just having memory troubles lately.
There you go.
Casimir. The Reigns of Casimir.
I'll look over to Casimir and see if I can beckon him over.
Yeah, he'll come over.
Casimir, my companions here have been looking for a place to settle down, but the place where we first intended to bring them ended up being significantly more of a headache than what any of us really expected. I was wondering if they would be able to use your estate here to potentially take some rest while we go on our trip.
I do not see why your friends cannot stay here. They can have my house until I return.
I will look over at them and be like, well, this is your decision to make, friends.
Casimir will think it over. Or sorry, not Casimir. Ismark and Irina will think it over together. And they will decide to stay in Casimir's house, as your suggestion.
Not a bad idea.
One second. Wacky.
I'm really curious how different this has gone versus when you did it with Spencer and them.
And what kind of elves were they?
Dusk elves.
I have a feeling that we've gone down a very, very different path.
Different rabbit hole, you think?
Yeah, most definitely.
Spencer, do you want me to answer that question?
Yes.
It's Irina and Ismark?
Irina and Ismark Kolyana, yes.
Yes, okay. In Casimir's...
Kolyanovich, if you're being
house.
proper.
I'm just making notes that I'll know.
Vivi and the sister are slightly friends.
Okay. Now, and what was the leader here?
The leader here is Luvash. And his brother is Argyle.
I'm going to quickly be right back.
Okay, my notes are now book kept. I even made notes saying that we left them here.
Okay, so it's midday. We still haven't finished a long rest. What's it been, 2 hours at this point?
Yes.
Cool. I still have no spell slots.
Casimir will hop in your wagon with you guys.
Cool. Hey Rex, I am sorry that I shot you, by the way. Oh yeah, he's gone. I guess I'm just gonna apologize to him and pretend he's ignoring me anyways.
Rex isn't gone.
No, Brandon stepped out for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, the silent treatment's part of the story. He's butthurt about the bolt that went in his butt. He's bolt hurt.
Literally butt hurt.
All right, so
And?
you guys are gonna begin traveling down the old Svalich road again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, Brandon, I was telling Rex that I am sorry that I did have to sink an arrow into him. But we are going to rectify this. We will save your life, Rex. I am sorry that I shot you and your bird. No hard feelings?
It is what it is, but Petra isn't going to probably like you for
I have
probably forever.
I have food. I can feed your bird if it accepts my apology.
Alright, so leaving Irina and Ismark behind, you begin to travel down the old Svalich road away from Valaki, leaving all those events to transpire as they may transpire.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a choice. Brandon's more important than them.
I mean, we may eventually come back and see what happens after and deal with that, but
Traveling
We've-
through the mists, through a thick, dense forest, you come to a X intersection, which branches to the northwest, the northeast, the southwest, the southeast. The lower half of the sign is snapped off, thrusting upwards at an angle near an eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby.
we will take Casimir's direction, because I'm sure Casimir knows the way to go.
He says we will continue southwest.
Cool.
Well then, we continue southwest.
Alright, you continue to follow the road along this path. Let me just pull up your map so I can reveal locations as you map. So right there is your crossroads.
Oh man, there's a little bridge.
Yes, crossing the Luna River. You continue along this path for a very long time before you see anything else of note. Mostly just mist and trees. Occasionally you see a raven flying overhead.
Those are important. We need to keep track of those.
And continue on. The road takes a northward bend, and eventually, later in the evening, you come to a weather-worn signpost next to the road. The 3 arms of the sign point along the 3 branches of the road. The arm pointing north reads Kresk, and through the woods you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arm pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction. An arm points southwest, reading the Wizard of Wines, where the road slopes gently downwards in that direction.
The Wizard of Wines?
Yes.
I like him.
Go ahead and add that to your book. That sounds funny. In all reality, though, we should definitely focus on going towards
Interesting.
press. What do you guys think? Just keep going to Crest?
We can always come back to these places. Actually, I'll look to Casimir and say, do you know anything about this wizard here?
I should say that halfway along this road there was a side path you could have followed, but Casimir didn't point you in that direction.
That's all good.
No, we sort of have our beeline mission right now. But as we go past, I will ask him about this wizard. being one myself, that title intrigues me.
He says, that is where all the wine in Barovia comes from.
Ooh. So he's not
Is he
so much an actual
is
wizard.
is he actually a wizard though?
I have never been there.
Well, maybe we'll have to visit sometime. But for now, we need to save our friend. By the way, Rex, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
Alright.
Any more nagging?
Nope.
Do you forgive me yet?
Nope.
Debatable.
Are me and you still friends?
Yeah, you didn't do anything to Petra.
Hey! We're trying
I
to
put
save
her-
your life!
I hope you don't mind. I put her to sleep so we could get her curtain on here without a fuss.
Continuing along this path, you cross another river, along another bridge, and continue northwest, following the forest path. You guys can continue to talk.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm just trying to save your life.
Rex knows that, but he also hurt his bird, so he's kind of salty about it.
It's
Fine.
getting late into the evening now as well.
I mean, to be fair, Gavin, a realistic situation here. There's a mother and a kid.
Hey,
Mm,
And
more like brothers. Brother and sister.
No, I'm not being literal. There's a mother and a kid. And to save the mother from like an ongoing traffic accident, you had to German suplex the kid out of the way. The mom's gonna still be pretty mad.
now Lily, you
She'll
forget
be-
something very important here. There doesn't have to be a reason for me to want to German suplex a child.
Not appropriate on live channel. Or live.
I'm not gonna lie to my
I-
stream. They know I would suplex a child. It would make me feel strong.
I really hope none of my family.
Yeah, suplex a child.
The road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment ending at a gatehouse built into a 20-foot-high wall of stone reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet or so. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you see the tops of the snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlement to the abbey.
Cool.
Would you do me a favor, just because I can't fully see it? On the branching path that was like the one that would go to...
The Wizard of
wine.
Wine?
Yes, can you at least just make a little note on the map there for me?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Lily knows her priorities. Save Brandon, then Wine Wizard.
Correction. I have a temple that I want to go to for my best friend.
Oh, that's not the Wine Wizard. That's a different place.
That way.
Vivi's gonna have a moment while on the trip where she realizes that like she went out on an adventure to go try and find her bag of tricks, and here she is trying to stop an evil vampire lord. Life was so simple a few days ago.
Vivi suffers existential dread.
What'd you guys like to do?
Keep going, I guess.
Not die.
This is the right place, correct?
This is Kresk. Casimir will tell
Do
you.
any of these
I
look
would
like
like
a
to not be
church?
tied up.
Hey, you stay tied up.
I look... I mean... We'll see what we can do. I might untie you from the inside of the barrel. But the shackles stay on for now. You're really fast.
You're sneaky bitch.
So, do any of these buildings look like a church?
You don't see any buildings. You just see the walls surrounding the city.
Oh, go up to the
I will send
wall?
Edgar
At the
over.
very top of the mountain, which has a switchback road coming from the settlement, you can see that there is an abbey up there with a bell tolling.
That looks like where we want to go.
Back again. BRB quickly.
Okay.
Brandon's in a barrel. He can't actually do anything. It's fine. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you guys did lock him in there.
We locked him in a barrel in the cart in the back by himself.
Because he kept running away. It's his fault.
It's true.
I mean, it's not his fault.
Well,
It's my
technically
fault.
Ryan's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are approaching the city then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, the air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot tall iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch of the doors is the name Kresk. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears, and they watch you nervously as you approach.
Hi, hello. Our friend needs medical aid or religious aid.
Yeah, so you can see one of the people up top kind of draws a bow out off his back and knocks an arrow.
How far
and
away
says-
from us is he?
He's on the wall, 20 feet up.
Okay.
And he says, "Who goes there?"
My name's Victor, and our friend needs to go to the Abbey.
Why would you want to go to the Abbey?
We need to talk to someone there to see if they can perform a miracle to save our friend.
Let me see your friend.
He's in a barrel.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm not lying!
No, you're not. That's why it's persuasion. It just sounds funny. It's like, let me see your friend. He's in a barrel.
So, that 13.
All right.
It's positive.
Yeah. Okay. He says, "Why is he in a barrel?"
Because he's trying to commit suicide?
He's the number.
I am not sure that you will find the help you need here.
I mean, if you have a padded room, I'm sure it'll do the job.
I'll
You want to put me in a psych ward?
I'll stick my head out the window and be like, what are you yelling about, Victor? Oh.
Yeah, and you can see there are 8 guards now up on the wall, all with bows.
Oh, hello. More people. Hi.
Hi, I'm Shiver. How are you?
Hi, Shiver.
How many people are in your cart?
There's, what, 4
7?
of us? A horse, a pterodactyl. Do you want animals included or just people?
Just people.
Okay.
I believe there's
5?
6.
1,
No,
2,
because no,
three,
we have
4.
Rex, Victor, myself, Zoe, Matt, and then 6.
yeah, okay, 6, yeah.
Casimir will kind of nudge Victor and say, "This is not going well.
I know, quiet.
The people of Barovia are quite untrustworthy of strangers, especially at night. We have to convince them we are not agents of the Devil Strahd."
We hate Strahd. Did that do it?
The guards are just looking at you.
Nope, that didn't seem to help. Okay,
Can I tell them the truth?
Yeah, go for it.
We went to a lake. There was this creepy monster thing, and it keeps trying to pull him towards the lake, and is going to try and kill him if we don't somehow figure out a way to fix it. And we need help at the Abbey. It's
I
only...
don't have a feeling it wants to kill me. It wants to enslave me.
which is arguably the same.
Yes.
I will kick the barrel and say, "Shush you."
Shush you, barrel boy.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because you have a lot of people aiding you.
Thank you.
And also because she wasn't being a fucking
I am
idiot.
proficient. That's better.
That's much better. You can see the guard kind of go over to some of the other guards and they start to talk to each
Ow.
other. And then one of them points towards the interior of the town, and you see one of them disappear down the wall. And you see the guard you were talking to say, "Wait here."
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to see our friend in the barrel? You could take a look. It's weird.
He's gooey and moist.
He says, "I do not want to spread any plagues in my town.
Fair.
It's not a plague. I think it's like
Leave him in the barrel."
curse thing.
That was the plan.
Gee, thanks, guard.
To the barrel with you, barrel boy.
Roughly 15 minutes go by, and you hear the doors start to creak and open.
Vivi is going to look at Victor and go like, "What was the plan?
We're going to the Abbey, and we're gonna ask their priest dude.
What was the plan with that conversation? That did not go well."
Hey, we made it in.
She's going to scold you.
We made it in, and you know what? I didn't steal from many people.
Plus, you're 18, so shut the fuck up.
We
I
made
mean,
it.
age doesn't really matter. I'm 8 years old.
What?
I don't know. We made it though. That's what matters. We're good. We did it. Go us.
You can see 10 guards are standing by the gate, and they all have spears out. And the guard on the gate tower says, "Come in."
Puts thumbs up. Keeps going with the cart, just do into town, I guess.
He says, "Our burgomaster's wife has directed you to head straight to the Abbey.
Okay.
You can come see us afterwards."
That
Sounds like a
seems
plan.
fair.
That sounds exactly like what we want to do.
Let's go.
As we drive past, when we come back, remind me about the hot chocolate.
The hot chocolate.
Yes,
So-
that was my voice fading off as we drive further from them.
Ah, yes.
As you all enter into the city, you can see that the mist-shrouded village beyond the wall is nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between strands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many trees, in fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, gray cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the Abbey is easy to see from this vantage.
I'm going to lick my finger, hold it up into the air, smack my lips a bit, look back to the group and say, "I think this is a forest." My elven intuition tells me so.
Good to know.
Okay.
It's essentially to break the mood.
Yeah.
Shivers cracking a joke.
The guards will all sidle up next to your cart and escort you along the road.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hang out the window and just have a conversation with one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody exposition dump all of our information about the quests to them. Just ask them about all the different places quickly.
What do you want to say to the guard?
No, I mean, I don't feel like saying anything to the guard besides just basic chit chat for now. and I kind of want to talk him up on this really cool drink that I've been trying to start a business for. Yes,
Alright,
I'm
make
Huh?
a persuasion check on your drink.
Plug that drink.
Why can't I roll good?
He's really not convinced. He nods his head politely, but you can tell that he's not interested.
Okay, I'm going to shimmy down and go to the next card. Exact same pitch, by the way.
Alright. You're not really getting a lot of interest from any of them.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna cast Speak with Animal
Okay.
on Petra, and it's going to ask Petra, if they free you, I know you hate them, but try not to kill them.
Alright.
And you guys everybody just hears around, like, everybody around hears squawking and, like, screeching.
Yeah,
Squawking and screeching.
you hear one of the guards say, maybe the abbot is the best place for them.
Side note, this campaign does not want me to be able to bullshit this fucking hot chocolate vendor into this world.
No, it really doesn't.
I want it. I want hot chocolate.
Just
Yeah, but the thing is, I only get bad dice.
As you approach the bottom of the switchback hill, all the guards stop and direct you to go forward.
Will do.
None of them continue up the hill with you.
We'll see you when we get back, I guess.
None
My
of them
cat
say
wants
anything.
in 1 second.
Side note, just watch that this place is like the fucking Bloodborne asylum place that you can actually send people who just end up getting experimented on and turned into beasts. It's not.
Talking about Bergenworth.
No. Maybe it's Bergenworth.
Yeah, I'm back.
It's
Pretty
the
sure.
essentially, you know, the spot where you start out and like very beginning of the game, and there's like the doggo munching on someone.
Yeah.
You know how if you like turn around and walk up those stairs, there's the clinic there. It's like the Ilf clinic or
The
Ilf
Bergenworth Clinic.
I was pretty sure it was Bergenworth.
It is Bergenworth.
I don't.
Spencer also said it was that, so...
It has a special name for it though. Weird. Bloodborne.
Anyway, the switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous, and the air grows colder and colder as one nears the top.
Iosfka's clinic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
The place where you can actually send
Not the university, but
not
the-
the
okay,
university, the place where you can send the people and then they all just turn into monsters.
Yeah. Cool. So, we keep going through that cold thing, I guess, right?
yeah, so you follow the switchback road, and you can see at the very top are two cloaked figures standing at a gate surrounding the abbey.
I wave at them.
One of them will wave back at you, and you can see that the arm is large and muscular and has claws.
Does it look like the red arm of that weird dude?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
This arm is a skin tone.
Does it look like he's a dragonborn?
No. It is flesh, not scales.
Okay, it's just... he's got a claw on it.
Maybe he's a werewolf.
Hi, how do you do?
We need your strongest cleric. ASAP.
You can hear a voice come out of this thing, as though it is a mixture of chittering, growling, mewling, howls. And it says, "Please come in."
I am very uncomfortable, but yes.
I would like. Can I Arcana this?
Yeah, go for it.
Ah!
Yeah, you can tell that this is not human, and this is no creature you have ever heard speak before.
I'm going to dip my head in and quietly alert everyone about the fact that this is. They look human, but they definitely are not.
Yeah, I think we kind of got the gist of that by the claws.
There's a
Yeah,
creepy
but-
voice.
But
Very
hear me out. There's other things that can cause stuff like that too.
Oh yeah.
What does a passive 18 perception give me?
Yeah, so what you can see, the cloaked figure who has not spoken before is much larger, and this one is kind of hiding underneath its cloak what look like scaly taloned fingers. And the other arm seems to be covered in fur, with patches of flesh not covered in fur on it as well. Both of them are keeping their faces down so that you cannot see inside their cloaks.
I feel like they're also.
But under the one that did speak to you, you can see what looks like a muzzle.
Like it's wearing a muzzle?
No, like the snout of an animal.
Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, who put a muzzle on a person?
Hi.
This entire time, everybody just hears squawking and squealing and stuff from the.
And I think that's where we'll stop for the night.
You want to stop at 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Unless you guys want to keep going.
I'm good to keep going. It's only been 2 hours.
Yeah,
I'm personally super tired.
I thought you might be.
Going, but I'm really tired.
Lily is drained.
I woke up early after going to bed late, dealt with a pretty annoying ass depression spell. Still am, but
Fair enough.
That's whatever. And lots of trekking, so I'm pretty
Okay.
tired.
But 2 weeks from now, we're still good to go?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
I am a-okay for this. Also, so many don't trust vibes are tingling, but maybe because I played one too many games of Bloodborne.
The don't trust vibes are valid, but also, we don't have a better solution, so...
I mean, we have another, but the first thing is that we just torch this place and then we leave.
Oh, yes. Don't trust the place, better burn it to the ground. A valid response.
Yeah, I like to think that the villagers of the place just think you guys are crazy because there's a whole bunch of squealing of two things that are inside the.
I mean, I don't think they think we're crazy. I think that they think that what we have is crazy. Now, that raises the question, where did Spencer's campaign people leave Irina and other person? Unless it's an area that we haven't been to.
We'll never know.
Maybe if we talk to Spencer once we're done.
We'll find out
For now.
after the campaign.
Let's close the stream off, I guess, right? Good to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Bye, stream!